Hello everybody, this is Fabi from The Next Big Rush, and I am super excited today to tell you that I will be coming out with a special course this June. Okay, so this June, just be on the lookout for news about my upcoming course. Now, when I say my upcoming course, it doesn't mean that I'll be the one teaching it, okay? I want to make this very clear, and you'll understand why in a second. Well, the course that I'm about to create and launch will be about financing in the resource sector. So, you hear about private placements, you hear about special terms, you hear about warrants and options and all these things. You hear accredited investor a lot and all these terms. However, some of us can't really participate in those financings that really expand your gains. Or can we? Now, I know it's a bit early to say this. I don't want to give anything away just yet, but I am going after a couple of legal firms, and I can guarantee you that there are ways of becoming an accredited investor, or of not exactly becoming an accredited investor, but being able to take part in a private placement, even if you do not yet qualify for the usual, $1 million in net worth excluding your home, or $200,000 I think in annual income for the last 2 years, etc. So there are ways. I am super excited to explore them, to get legal counsel on how somebody can go about these different ways. But I also want to understand what each individual is capable, or what each individual involved in a financing deal is supposed to do, and what can go wrong. What are the things that make a financing deal bad for the holders of the stock currently, or for the future holders, or for the people who, like you and me, might be interested in taking part in a private placement. So the world of private placement has been sort of dark and mysterious, and it almost feels like unless you're in the big boys club, you can't really take part. Well, this course that I'm coming out with will actually go to the people in the know, and we're going to just unwrap everything behind private placements, financing, and everything else. Now, in order to make this the best course that I can, and yes, it will be paid because this is going to be worth a lot more money than I could ever charge you. Don't worry, it's going to be completely worth it. I want to know specifically, what would you like to know? What is some specific questions that you might have regarding private placements and financing deals? For me, for example, it would be, at what point is dilution too much? We hear about dilution, but at which point is it detrimental to current stockholders? That's one of the questions. The other thing that I would like to know, and the major thing that I would like to know, is how to go about getting into a private placement when you don't yet make the $1 million requirement for being an accredited investor. Are there different ways of getting in when you don't have that financial requirement? The other thing that I would like to know is about the warrants. How are the warrants usually traded? Are they traded in the open market? Can people actually buy warrants if they are not in the private placement initially? So these are some of my questions. But this course is not meant for me, although I know I will learn a ton with it. What are your specific questions about private placements, and how can I help you find out everything you want to know about these deals? All right, so please put your question down below here. I will read all of them, I promise, until at least I release the content for the course in June of 2017. I am already grateful for all of your questions. You guys are a very, very interesting bunch of people with your own portfolios, with your own strategies, and I love reading all of your comments and input. This is gonna help me so much, and I can guarantee you this is gonna be something you're going to love. So post your question down below here, and I'll get back to you very soon about what will be the content of this course and who will be the people participating in the content creation per se. I'm really just a glorified investigator. I just go out there, find stuff out for people. I will be talking to the people who actually know the legal side of it, and then I will come and organize everything for you so that it's bite-sized enough for you to understand it in a very simple language, which is really the only way that I communicate, and in a way that after you go through it, you're like, I know exactly what to do and how this is going to help me and help me to get to my financial goal that much faster. Thank you very much. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe because there's a lot more coming your way, but don't forget to comment because that's how I am going to start building the course itself. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.